Do we want to extend this all the way now to the building? I'm going to say yes. Probably we do. Can I stand? Now, wait a minute. You know what? That seems like a great way to do like a horrible accident, and I'm not going to. We're gonna manually. We're just gonna do this number here. All right, there we go. Not gonna try to walk around the outside of the fence. That would. I imagine it's possible it might have worked, but I also imagine it's possible that it would have killed me. So, there we go. And then we're going to need more of this stone. I don't know why I made so little of it. I think we can you know what? I think it's probably safe to do this. We've already got a hole in the fence anyway, so... Is this ready to go? Nice. We're getting better at our like, utilization of time, I think. Hey guys. You're all looking fantastic. Can you get away from the door, please, and not go outside when I walk out? Even though I think one of you did. Yeah. Yeah, that's swell. Fantastic. Well, here you go. Here's something you'll like. Come here, you little nasty creature. He was right in front of me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Speaking of nasty creatures, I keep catching geckos in my house. I don't know how they're getting in. I walked around outside and did like a thorough perimeter search, and there's no point of entry that I can find. But I keep finding them in my house. They're disgusting and I hate them. I don't want them to be in here. I hesitate to call it a phobia because I'm not scared of the geckos themselves. I'm scared of being surprised by them, and that's what they keep doing. I'll just be doing something, I'll look up, and then 2 feet from my face, there'll be a gecko. I'm like, ah! And they'll scurry, and I don't like the way they move. They have this little waddle, like, wiggle in their body. I absolutely hate it. And I keep finding them. And I've caught one last night. No, I'm sorry, night before last I caught one. And I let it go. And I sat it outside on the ground, and I was like, alright, be free. And then immediately my cat just caught. Like, he jumped out of the darkness and pounced on it. And I was like, well, so much for that, like, humane capture and release. Also, we just lost our chisel. And so after the tragic passing of that one, this morning I caught one in my bathroom, like a really little one. I was like, why are you in here? How did you get in here? How did you find out about this place? I'm assuming he just has friends who told him about it. Like, hey, there's a place where it's really warm, and this guy, he's wonderful. He's wonderful. He takes care of us. He scoops us up sometimes when we're tired of being in there and takes us back out. He's wonderful. Look out for the cats, though. They'll eat your flesh. They will. They've done it to Billy. Billy! Tell him what happened with the cats, Billy. It was awful! Anyway, so I'm currently dealing with this, like, gecko invasion. I don't know what to do. I've tried, like, again, like I said, searching the outside of the house for the point of entry, and I've not been able to locate it. I imagine if they're getting inside the wall somehow, they're always in my room. I need to specify that. They're nowhere else in the house other than in my room. So they're getting into my house through my room, and then just kind of hanging out in there. I cannot imagine they're getting in anywhere else, and then just, like, traveling to my room. That doesn't make sense at all. So, they've got to be entering into my room, and then that's when I find them. So, I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to wake up with a gecko on my face, and that'll be it. I'll just be done. I'll just give up. You know, I'm going out to live in the wilderness wherever there aren't geckos. I reckon if I strapped a GoPro to a gecko, it would die. The weight of the GoPro would just crush it. Okay, let's go to bed and see if this guy produces some nectar for us. I see that he's grown up, which means we can start breeding him into gold. Which brings up, you know, now we gotta start breeding gold bees, and we probably need to get some gold bee nectar. I'm just assuming. Gold bee. Is there a reason to use the gold bee nectar? Let's see, hold on. Or to use nectar over, like, other things? I guess some of them only like nectar, so yeah. We'll have to build that. Mini GoPros specifically for geckos. I mean, the last one I caught this morning was, like, from head to tail, the length of 2... what are these things called on your finger? The different joints, the little segments? They have a name. What are they called? What are the segments of your finger called? I know this. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. What are finger segments called? Phalanges! That's not what I was thinking. That's not at all what I was thinking. There's like a different name for it. Or am I crazy? Joints? No, that's not it. I've now lost the window where the live stream is. Digis? Isn't that like a Pokemon ripoff? Some Digimon fan is going to stumble across this video in 7 years and be very upset. It's not a ripoff, it's its own thing. Obviously you would know if you paid attention. Alright, so we need an adult copper bee, and we need, once again, a cobblestone bee, because the cobblestone bees get around. Adult copper bee, come here to me. Oh wait, hold on, no, that means we also need copper in order to do the breeding. This is the exact same situation we found ourselves in previously. The inventory is getting worse. I think the decision to only keep bee things in there is like becoming a bit of a hindrance, but let's see. Lovely. One of those went inside. All of the rest of them went outside. Or, well, depends on your definition of inside and outside, I guess. Blew his house with a blue little window. The digis combine to make a digit. Is that how the anime works? They all summon their digis and then they combine to make a digit, and that's what fights. This is a dumb joke. I don't know where I'm going with this. I never watched Digimon growing up. I had a friend who watched Digimon. I thought it looked lame. I don't know. It was probably actually good. I thought a lot of things looked. I remember the first time I ever saw Star Wars, I thought it looked like boring. Have I ever told this story about how one of my favorite franchises of all time, the first time I ever saw it, I was like, I don't want to watch this. I went over to a friend's house, and it was right after the, like, 97 VHSs came out, and they're like, hey, have you ever seen Star Wars? Have you ever heard of Star Wars? Star Wars is so cool. And he's telling me, like, there's laser swords, and there's laser guns, and it's really cool. And then I looked at the screen, because it was playing on the TV, and I was like, this looks like a... It was the scene where Luke is, like, watching... here's the thing, like, I think I might have a false memory of it, because I remember... I can visualize two different things. It was either him like talking to Aunt Beru about what they need in the droids, or it was him watching the binary sunset. Either of those could be the real memory. One of them is bound to be fake. I don't know which is which. All I know is I looked at that and I thought, wow, that looks like some boring, like, old western. I have no interest in whatever this is. I was like, hey, let's just go play outside, man. And we went and we played outside. And 2 years later, I would be forced to go watch The Phantom Menace as like a family outing when I really didn't want to. And it was my favorite movie ever made. And it changed my life. Probably for the worst, but, you know, hard to say, really. Here, you breed, and you breed. And make baby. Okay, now come back here. You were gone for like 2 seconds and you immediately... Oh, unbelievable. That's the problem. It's not unbelievable. I absolutely believe it. That is what would happen. That is what would happen. Are you going to come out of there? Fine. I'm going to ignore you for now. You need to go over there. At least we know kind of where he is, and he can only get out in one place anyway. He could have just gone back to his own hive. It's right here next to it. He could have just done that. Why go to the hive next door? Is he out? Hold on. I think I saw him. Yeah, there he is. Look, he's even figured it out as well. He's figured out his mistake. He's like, wait a minute. Hold on. No, I want the cobblestone. Of course you do. Okay. See, I know this guy's trouble, so I'm catching him first shot I get. Where'd the baby go? Come here. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Why do they all attract to this hive? There's nothing interesting about that hive. Here you... There you go. Enjoy your new life inside of this box. You'll never leave. We did it, everyone. We finally have gold bees. I'm so proud of us. There you go. Okay. Now we need to collect. Collect, collect. Almost. Collect, 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 collect. Now we will run back through and make sure we collected everything. think that's really all we gotta do is kind of just step in. Oh no, yeah, see, that one was too far back. Stay! I'm feeling increasingly angry at these little creatures. They're so small, and yet they're so obnoxious. Get out of the way. Shoo. Alright, so we know that we had 2 adults in here, and it looks like we have 3 now, so we've got to figure out which ones are, like... I mean, I hesitate to use the term, but submissive and breedable is the only thing that comes to mind, so what we need to verify. This requires, what was it? This is going to require copper, and once again, cobblestone. Well, we're good to go on one of those fronts. We've got the cobblestone ore ready to go. Fantastic. Fan-flippin-tastic. We got that. And then the copper ore we have none of at the moment. So that's going to be a little bit of a waiting process there. So we might as well go ahead and invest our time in continuing the breeding process. So let's figure out which of these are ready to go. Pause? What do you mean pause? I can't just pause on command. What do you mean? That's ridiculous. What do you got? You're good to go? What do you got? You're still counting down? What do you got? Okay, you 1, 2, 3, and there's one inside of there that's probably still a baby. So we can make at least one more. What about you? You seem ready to go. You want to come out? You want to have a go? You want to have a go at this? You're not even ready to breed. Whichever one of you makes it through the door first. You cannot breed! I feel like some of these produce, like, product way more quickly. Okay. Boop. 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 I don't know why boop is the word to go to here. Yeah, go. We might, because I find this breeding process to be very tedious, just not do that again and just wait. And we'll just breed the actual gold bees with each other. Is he stuck inside of there? Did he, like, phase through to the other side of the fence just then? Because if that had happened, I can't even begin to express to you the amount of frustration I would feel. Really, all of those went inside of here, huh? Every last dang one of them. Well, that is just remarkable. And you have escaped, and you're making a beeline for a hive that is not even occupied. Did I not get you? Did you make it into that hive? You son of a gun. You absolute son of a gun. I think he did. Yeah, I hate you. I hate you so... The level of... Oh. Okay. I don't hate you any less. I hope you understand that. This hasn't changed my feelings towards you. I still despise your existence beyond words or reckoning. We gotta wait a little bit longer now. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It's okay. We're good. It's okay. We're good. We're fine, everyone. It's fine. We're almost there. We're almost there. We need a diamond is what we need so we can make a better... Because I'm about to use more iron to make another chisel. And how are we doing in terms of iron? Gosh darn it. If I could figure out where I put it, I feel like we'd be doing okay. Did we use all of our iron? We might need to make more. Which is okay. Oh, look, we have more MTB jars this whole time. This entire time! They've just been right inside of this chest here. Go figure. Yeah. You know what? If there's iron in either of these chests, hold on. There we go. Wonderful. Oh, you know what? There's our wand. Our chisel broke. That's what we need a new one of. And we're probably going to actually need a new wand as well. So, there we go. Just go ahead and preemptively build both of those, I guess. Iron chisel. Unless we can repair this, which I don't think that we can. Construction wand. Probably not repairable. I'm going to go ahead and assume. Maybe that's wrong of me. Maybe I don't know the mod well enough to just make those sort of broad sweeping assumptions. You know what else we can do? We can go ahead and expand this chest here. We can do that right now. Hold on, let's see. Is it called like a upgrade? I feel like I would remember it if I saw it, but off the top of my head, there they are. Go ahead and save both of those recipes. Perfect. So that's going to be expanding it to the side, but that's not going to be nearly as useful. Like adding a row to the side isn't as useful as adding a column. Because if you look to here, adding a row adds 3, but adding a column will add 9. So that makes much more sense for what we're currently doing. So in order to build a column, we'll need some more nugs. Did I not just get iron out of here? I did, I just didn't get all of it, is what I did. So there we go. The 9 of those. Upgrade. And I'm assuming we just, like, right-click it on there? That's exactly what we do. Fantastic. I have a feeling we're going to be using a lot of these moving forward. Once we have it, I mean, what's the maximum amount of height you can make for one of these? We're almost at full double chest. And then, I mean, can we just keep going? And then, I mean, once you get it to a certain height, expanding it to the side will make sense. Once it's, like, equal 9 to 9. Absolutely. And then we can start condensing everything into one large chest. And how good will that be? But not right now. Right now, we need to focus on building more, apparently, is what I've decided we're going to go ahead and do while we wait. Although, actually, we spent enough time out here, I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't already more honey to be collected. There's more honey to be collected. Stay on top of this here. Gotta stay on top of this. So, I think 5 is the amount we should expect, and if we don't get 5, that means it's gone somewhere else. Son of a gun! These guys are escape artists. They have no idea what they've wasted every last ounce of goodwill I've had toward them. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea about the matter phase transition machines that we're building. They're going to prevent them from ever escaping again. Consequences will never be the same, bees. Alright? You're going to go... the way that your lives are changing, you're not even going to get fresh air when I'm done with you. I'm replacing all of this wood with glass, okay? Do you want to know what your future's going to look like? I'll tell you what your future's going to look like. You're going to exist in a box, and sometimes I'm going to come in through a door you can't get out of, and I'm going to just take you by force to another room. You're just going to be suddenly inside of a jar that you have no control over, and then you're going to be, like, spawning into another room where you're going to be forced to make babies, and that's going to be your lives now. It didn't have to be like that. Okay, that's the life you chose by continuing to act like this. Why are you in there? How are you in here? Come here. No! No, literally the whole hive has escaped. It's an uprising is what it is. It's a rebellion. They were listening to me. They were listening to me. I knew they understood English. That is not all of them. There's definitely still one on the loose. Oh, don't go outside. Stay in there. Did another one get out? Okay. How many gold bees do we have? We have 3. Did we create more than 3? I don't remember. We have 3. We might have had more than 3. I don't recall. If there's another one in this room or it shows up somewhere else, we'll figure it out eventually. Eventually. I think I only had the 3, though. Because I think we only had 5 copper ingots, and we've used them all for breeding up until now, right? That's my logic and reasoning on the subject. Why is it phasing inside of here? I feel like now the system's rigged. The bees are making that happen. Because they know that that's their opportunity to escape. If I have to come in there to get it, they know, like, oh, yep, there he goes. See, that's the one, too. That's the guy. That's the guy. Did he get out? I have no way of knowing. There's one inside of there. There's 1, 2, 3 flying around. I think he got out. I think the little rascal got out. Unless I'm just imagining it. But I don't care. I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to pretend like even if he is out, I'm not going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to go about my life. He's not going to get inside my head like that. Does he think he can get inside of my head like that? He can't. I have no concerns for what he's doing. I don't care if he lives or dies. I don't care at all. Come over here. I'm going to mind my own business. I'm going to create some gold bee nectar is what I'm going to do. Gold bee nectar. Just gonna cook that up. There we go. What are we missing? Insufficient resources? What are you talking about? All right. What are you talking about, game? What are you talking about, game? Okay. Make me the gold bee nectar. Okay. I don't know why you'd want a rose gold bee. I noticed that was a thing. Rose gold. What do you do? What is your production? You produce rose gold honeycomb. Okay. Yeah, and then I can use that inside of a centrifuge to get just rose gold ingots, naturally, which can be used to construct things like silky cloth. Metal. I mean, is that just like regular gold, though? Can it just be used interchangeably with regular? Is it just a pretty block? Is that the idea? Why? To what end? It's just busy work at that point. It's like, hey, there's one more bee you need to make. Go make the rose gold bee. For what reason? Just do it. Don't ask questions, you fool. That's where you make your mistakes. He's not inside my head. I'm not even thinking about him anymore. I'm kind of thinking about him a little bit. I don't know. He might still be inside of there. It might have all just been a trap or a trick or a bamboozling. It might have been done intentionally to make me feel like they've escaped, and they haven't. They're trying to get inside my head, man. They're trying to get in there, and they're in there already. They're inside of my head right now. They're buzzing around. It's driving me nuts. We got the gold bee block. Little gold bees. Buzz, 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 buzz. He tried to make a jump for it. Did you see it? He tried to fly. Good gosh. All right, head count. 3 in there, 2 in there. He was never out. He was never out. It was always just inside my head. They were always just inside my head. Which is the true curse. Is this what it's like to raise bees in real life? Is this the sort of insanity you have to endure? I imagine it must be. That wasn't even meant to be a bee pun. I'm not even trying to do bee puns anymore. Just trying to be happy. You're my favorite bee, little sand bee. I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but you're my favorite. Now we just wait, I assume, for the bees to grow up and produce. I mean, we've got 1 out of 5 honey. So let's see what we got here. Up in the sky, far away, there's a magic world where we play. So come along with me, and you'll be happy. Up in the sky, not far away, there's a brand... No, I've messed up my own song. There is no second verse. There is just that part. I was going to try to make something up. Hear the buzzing, smell the flowers, taste the bee honey it devours your brain and makes you go insane, and you become a bee someday and buzz away. Is that how this series ends? We're just gonna turn into a bee and buzz away? Imagine you wake up, you have some wings, you fly away, never come back again. Maybe we can do it now. Maybe we can already fly. Do y'all think we can fly? Sound off in the chat. Can we fly? Should we just throw ourselves off and see what happens? Probably not. Probably a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. It does look like, though, we're very, very close to having what we want. Which is just gold. How much gold do we need to make the magical phase-through machine? Where was that at? I don't even see it on the screen anymore. I know it must be here in front of me. Get rid of these. I don't need those anymore. Mob filter player. We just need 3. We can use the other 2 for breeding, because I know we're going to get 5. Except, we did also get a little bit of copper honey out of there. What happened there? Sorry, what was that? What? There's not still a copper honeybee in here, is there? I don't think so. Why? I mean, I know why, but like, why though? You know what I mean? But why? Why? That's our new song. It's coming to iTunes someday. It's just that, but it's that for like 3 hours. Can you imagine? Who would pay 99 cents for that? Are songs on iTunes still 99 cents? I can't remember the last time I bought a song on iTunes. I think that at some point they started offering higher quality, but they were like $1.30 each, and I was like, why? I can't tell the difference. No one can. They just delude themselves into thinking they can hear a difference. And that makes them superior to others. Because they only listen to FLAC audio. We record in FLAC audio. That was only because I was trying to figure out like a bug that I was having that ended up having nothing to do with that. Some sort of weird audio glitch. I can't remember what it was that actually fixed it now. That's the problem. I'll find the solutions to these problems. And then enough time passes that I forget what it was and I'll have the same problem again and I'm like, I guess I'm just Shrek'd up, man. I have no clue. I can't remember. We're just completely Shrek'd on the matter. Because it's not going to come back to me. And I have to basically solve the problem again. Entirely from scratch. And I think that same audio problem is one we'd had in the past. I was like, I know that we've had this problem, but I don't know what fixed it. And I still don't. Oh, you know what? I think it was like a, it might have been... No, that wasn't it. That was a different audio problem. What did I do that fixed it? Was that the frame rate problem? I know we had a different problem going 60 FPS instead of 29.94. That could have been it. I don't remember. Like, I'll remember problems, but I can't remember what they're... Like, I'll remember solutions, but I can't remember what the problem was. Like, well, it's difficult when you get elderly. Trust me, you're not gonna like it, fellas. You're not gonna like it when you're old like Grandpa, okay? Hey, you kids these days. Is this right? Is this the recipe? No, not really. 3, 4, perfect. Okay, and now. The time is here. We're gonna build the mob filter. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Gilliam and Lucas Kits for sticking with me this long. Everyone else has bailed on the stream. Everyone was excited to see that I was streaming Starfield, and then we had to just bail on that. Hello, Kinsey. Welcome to the stream. I'd like to thank the Academy. And, the Screen Actors Guild, they've not done anything for me. There we go. Mob filters. Which one of these is ready to go? You know, who's giving me the most trouble? I feel like it's these guys. I feel like it's these nasty little fellas right here. These nasty, no good for nothing little fellas here. Look at them. They're still going. They're still being a nuisance. That one's making a full-on break for it! Come back here! Where'd he go? Get back here right now! Come back down here! How did you even get the gate open? Come here! Unbelievable. He went for- I'm gonna give it to him, he went for it! He saw his last opportunity, he said, we're not getting out after this, boys, I'm going for it. Now you're never getting out, hmm? Now you're never getting out, fool! You're stuck in here forever now! We're gonna go ahead and do that here as well. Now that I think about it, that probably should have been the first thing that we did. If we'd done this one first, he wouldn't have been able to get out the door. So yeah, there we go. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm so pleased with this. I can't even begin to express the amount of gratitude I have for everyone walking me through these basic concepts, because this is wonderful. We need more though, is the only issue. So we're gonna need definitely to get some more honey and turn that into gold. Right? Yeah. 2 of these we're going to use for breeding, and then 3 of them we're going to use to make a couple more of those. We're going to be putting these everywhere. It's how we're going to be dealing with animals as well. Here's the thing, with the animals, they can't fly, so we only need, like, the ground level. We only need to put, like, one right here, I reckon, and we should be okay. Unless they, like, do some sort of gymnastics hop over it. Which it wouldn't shock me at this point. I'm eating the honey. There we go. Delicious. Very pleased with that. Tasted grand. Where did the gold go? Should we do the breeding first? No, we shouldn't. You're right. That's ridiculous. What we do need to do is we need to gather up all of the, like, spread out sticks and all of our spread out bits of wood. We need to combine them all in our inventory, have them all in one place. Probably transfer them over here where we have more sticks and more wood. There we go. You see what I mean? It's all a mess. It's everywhere. We need to have that one chest. One chest to rule them all. One chest to find them, to bring them all darkness, bind them, all that nonsense. That's what we're looking for right there. That's the recipe. Unfortunately, we do not have enough planks. I'm making a ton of planks. I'm making a ton more sticks. And then, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm so lazy, I don't want to put that recipe in there again, ever, so I'm gonna do it from here. Oh, bug off. Come on now, don't do that to me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to make 12 of them. Just, let's see. Clear grid. Force grid clear. Why would I need to force it? I guess if there's no room in my inventory, it might need to spit them out on the ground or something like that. That makes sense. Okay. Pickaxe. There was one other thing that went into this recipe. I have 3 more of them if we didn't want to go ahead and breed the gold bees. But we do because that'll help us get gold more quickly, I think. So... That was the stone. Keep losing track of it. Okay. So I think the gold bees are going to be next.